Would you agree na kung si Duterte yung nagpasabog ng issue na to, hindi didikit sa kanya yung issue na ito because of the Teflon nature of his political image. Whereas si Marcos, siya nagpasabog, sumasabog ngayon sa kanya.
Wow. Ian Esguerra asking the tough questions on facts first.
Etong ginagawa ng Pangulo na, sorry, impression ko lang to, ikaw eksperto rito. Ang dating sa akin, nagkukumahog yung Pangulo eh. 'Di ba? Paano niya ibabalik yung control sa narrative? 'Di ba? Siya mismo yung halos araw-araw humaharap. Hindi nga ganun kaganda yung production eh. Kinakausap niya yung mga tao personally.
Yep.
'Di ba? Kasi nung panahon na yun, si Saldi ko nagsasalita eh. Ako na mismo. Kumbaga pati lahat ng nitty-gritty halos siya na nagre-report. Do you think this kind of approach is helping? Okay.
Okay, first, to your first point, should there have been a comstrat for something this big? Absolutely. Hindi ko naman sinasabing or nagmamagaling ako, sasabihin nila, Alan, sinasabi mo lang yan kasi nakita mo na yung after effect kung ano yung nangyari. Pagkatapos, hindsight is always 100% accurate. Nagmamarunong ka. Pero kung ako yun kasi, if I'm going to actually name names, naglabas siya ng contractor list nung zona na yon, pinalabas na niya, billions of pesos ang nawawala. Siname niya yung mga congressman. His team should have expected backlash. His team should have expected that. Kasi in Comstrat, ang ginagawa po namin bilang communication strategist, ang tinatawag po dyan, scenario mapping. If magalit yung mga congressmen, then what's your answer? If this becomes, if media exposes this and does investigative journalism on this, what is our answer? So, scenario mapping yan dapat. Mukhang hindi ginawa. So, that's your first question and first point, no? Yung second point mo, yung ginagawa ng Pangulo ngayon, na parang he is, let's call it what it is, he's micromanaging every issue. Kanina, he was, I think, talking about sunog sa Quezon City. Narinig ko yun yung inaano niya, no? Nag-update siya.
Talaga?
So, at least that's what I heard from the news kanina. You know, it's obviously a tactical move. Sorry, ito na naman ako. It's a tactical move that should have been a strategic move. Puro tactics ang ginagawa ng admin ngayon sa tingin ko, comms team-wise. Puro patay sunog lang. Nagpapatay sila ng sunog. Wala silang overarching strat na that should have driven this narrative from the start. Anong gusto natin palabasin? Good governance, anti-corruption, reform. It should have started with that. Where do we want to take this? Ano ang dulo? Because right now, hindi nila na-define yung dulo. Grabe. This is, again, hydra na talaga. Hindi na makontrol tong kwento na to. Lahat na gumuho.
Ingay, parang ano sila yung nagkukumahog in terms of dealing with the problems that they appear. And sometimes, ito naman, ito lang pumasok sa isip ko kanina. I may be wrong. I would like to be proven wrong. Pero minsan yung ibang updates ng Pangulo nagmumukha ng pathetic eh. Coming from the President eh. Kasi may mga bagay na hindi na kailangan yung Pangulo magsalita eh. Dahil by virtue of the position, hindi ba?
By virtue of the position. Very, very good point yan. The gravitas of the position may weight at to use this word in the modern setting, but there should be majesty to the office. Di ba? Pag pinag-uusapan mo yung sobrang micro level or parang nagla-live casting ka, para ka naging vlogger, di ba? Hindi pwede yung Pangulo natin naging ganun na lang, hindi pwede. He should be the captain of the ship.
So dapat nagkaroon ng comstrat, no? Pero
absolutely.
Ito, bago natin pantuhan yung issue na how do they fix this, no? Puntahan natin yung Would you agree na kung si Duterte yung nagpasabog ng issue na to, hindi didikit sa kanya yung issue na ito because of the Teflon nature of his political image. Whereas si Marcos, siya nagpasabog, sumasabog ngayon sa kanya.
Wow. Ian Esguerra asking the tough questions on facts first. So this is a hypothetical question na talagang napakahirap sagutin yan, di ba? This is all in the realm of speculation. Pero sa totoo lang, agree ako dun sa sinabi mo. I think that if this was um, former President Rodrigo Duterte, it would have unfolded in a very different way. Bakit? Ka-qualify ko yan sagot ko. Bakit? Number one, because uh, of the supporters, the nature of supporters that the former president had. Ang dating Pangulo, wala masyadong supporter yan. Meron siya fandom. He has rabid, just really fanatical, almost fanatical to a point, defenders and advocates. For me, yan ang isa sa kulang sa kasalukuyang administrasyon at Pangulo. Wala siya nung mga, I don't wanna call it a horde, pero talagang yung fandom, these people who will just really move heaven and earth to defend the president and or the administration. That level of dedication, talagang die-hard, we're treading on a very, very tricky word. But siguro the best word to describe it.
Binabanggit na ng audience natin yung word eh.
Ano yun? Fanaticism.
Does it have a letter C?
Well, maybe, right? But it's that eh. So that's number one. Kung papansinin mo, and just diving back into the question on the board, what's wrong with President Marcos Jr.'s PR machinery? I think that's one major weakness. They don't have advocates. Wala silang evangelists. Kung papansinin mo, lahat ng mga vlogger, social media, walang sobrang sikat or pumapantay sa engagement ng mga the likes of Sasot, the likes of Lorraine Badoy or Kifi Chu. Wala siyang ganon. Walang ganon eh, di ba? Easily mobilized, again, one nail messaging. That's one. Number two, I think the former president, because of who he is, dahil sa nature niya, sa tingin ko talagang didiinin niya. Magdo-double down siya dun sa mga inakusahan. I think the current president, kaparati rin yung pinag-uusapan ni Senator Edu yan, he's conflict averse, that's his style, that's his personality. Yes. So I think the previous president, the former president, would have really doubled down. Sa tingin ko talagang siya pa yung mismong nagpangalan niya as he is wont to do. Ginawa na niya yan nung administrasyon niya. Talagang hinihiya niya yung mga mayor, hinihiya niya yung mga senador, hinihiya niya yung mga congressman.
Kahit walang ebidensya, no?
Oo. So, I think that's why it would have turned out different.